Yeah, right. Welcome once again. Examples for this estimating median and quartiles from Ogive. Okay, this I gave you already in previous video. This is the figure, diagram of graph. See, to solve these problems you need compulsory graph book. Otherwise you will not get correct answer. Okay, now see, for example, for continuous data, see, the marks obtained by 120 students in a test are given below. See, 5 students got 0 to 10 marks, 9 students got 10 to 20 marks, 15 students got 20 to 30 marks, 22 students got 30 to 40 marks, like that. So the students are getting marks like this. Is asking what the question, draw an ogive for the given distribution. We can draw easily by this process, and after that use suitable scale for ogive to estimate the following. First one, median. Second one, the number of students who obtained more than 75% marks in the test, and the number of students who did not pass the test if minimum marks required to pass is 40. Okay, now I'm turning the video, sorry for the disturbance. Yeah, you can easily understand this. So like this is asking 3, the number of median number of students who will get more than 75%, who will get fail marks. The minimum marks for pass is 30, then how many students will get fail marks? That is the question. Okay, so now see, I'm switching on the light also. Now see, this is the diagram. They are given like this, the continuous data 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, like that given continuous data. For 0 to 10 given 5 students, and for 10 to 20 given 9 students, like that given the frequency also, that is number of students also given. Now the first step is what? First step is we have to write the given data into continuous, but this is clearly in continuous. And the second step is what? We have to write cumulative frequency. This is cumulative frequency, means simple. First write what is the 5 value, 5, and after writing 5 add this 9. 5 plus 9 will be 14. For 14 add this third one, 16, 30. For 30 add this fourth one, 22. 52 add 26, 78 add 18, 96 add 11, 107 add 4, 6, 113 add 4, 117 add 3, 130. So you will get this is the cumulative frequency. So, and if you add all, this is the second step, preparing cumulative frequency. Now we have to draw the cumulative frequency distribution given above. We have to draw ogive. See, on a graph paper we plot the upper limit of each interval along x-axis and the corresponding cumulative frequency along y-axis. See, on x-axis we are taking marks 0 to 10 marks, 10 to 20 marks, 20, 30, 30, 40, like that we taken on x-axis marks. On y-axis we taken the cumulative frequency, means number of students. The maximum we have here 120, right? So we taken like that only. This is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, like that we taken up to 120. Now if you see, we have here 0 to 10, 5 students. See, 0 to 10 we have here 5. This is 5, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, like that we have na. So 0 to 10 we have here 10 boxes, so 10 units. Here from 0 to 10 we have only 5, and from 10 to 20 we have how many? From 10 to 20 we have here, from 10 to 20 we have here 9. See, let us see here in the cumulative frequency we required here 10 to 20 we have here 14. So 10 to 20 we have here 14, and 20 to 30 we have 30. Let us see, 20 to 30 we have here 30. Now mark that 30 here. So I think you can see easily now. Once again I'm turning the video. Yes, please cooperate. See here, if you observe, the third one is what? 20 to 30. The third one there what? 30. Here if you see, the third one is what? 30. And for 30 to 40, what is 30 to 40? There you have the fourth one is 52. Here you will get 30 to 40, 52. So this is 50 and 52. Like that we plot the we plot the frequencies up to the last one is 120, where you will get 120. 90 to 100 you will get 120. See, 90 to 100 you got 120, and you can draw ogive like this. So after drawing ogive, there is a fourth one. Fourth, what we have to do, we have to find the sum of all observations, that is n 120. And after getting all observations, the fifth one is what we have to point A on y-axis corresponding n by 2. So we have to find n by 2. N is 120, right? N by 2 will be what? N by 2 will be 60. 120 by 2 will be 60. So you will get n by 2 is equal to 120 by 2 is equal to 60. You have to plot 60 on the graph on y-axis. So where you will get 60, you should draw a horizontal line like this, where this meeting the ogive. From there onwards, you should draw a vertical line to x-axis. It is meeting on x-axis at 40, 41, 42, 43. So it is meeting x-axis on 43. So this 43 is nothing but median. That only the first question we have to find median. If you observe, see, n by just a second, sorry. So n is 120, n by 2 we find 60. And after getting 60 on the graph paper, take a on y-axis corresponding 60. We taken already, I showed you. And through A, drawn horizontal line. So we drawn horizontal line AB and meets ogive at B. Yeah, like that. See, we drawn horizontal line, it meets on B. From B onwards, we should draw a vertical line. That also I wrote here. So through A, horizontal line AB, it meets at B. And from B, draw a BC perpendicular to x-axis meeting at C. See, it meets at C. That C value is nothing but it meets at C. That C value is nothing but what? I told you that C value is nothing but median. That only the answer. That C value is nothing but 43. Na? That 43 is nothing but median. I told you. And the second one, what is asking? The number of students who will get more than 75 marks. 75%. See, this is we taken marks, right? Students. 75 means this is 75. So draw a vertical line from 75, and where it is meeting the ogive, draw horizontal line. It meets at 111. So more than 75 means above students. So after 111 you get more 9 students. Here you will get more 9 students. Na? So those 9 students got more than 75%. That only here, see, if you observe on the x-axis, take a point P corresponding 75%. We taken already P. Draw vertical line. We drawn a vertical line, and to meet the ogive at Q, it meets at Q. See, from P it meets at Q. Q to horizontal line. It at R. R is 111. So see, Q drawn horizontal line QR. It meets y-axis at R. Clearly R represents 111. So the number of students scoring more than 75 marks. Less than 75 marks is 111, but we need more than, na? So total 120, less than percentage is 111. If you subtract, you will get 9. That only I told you. Now he is asking what, how many students didn't get pass marks. The pass mark is 40. So you should find 40. At 40 you should draw a vertical line. It meets at E, and E2 you draw a horizontal line EF. It meets F. So F is nothing but what, 52. So the less than students means 52, 0 to 52. That is the answer. See, if you observe, so on x-axis take D corresponding 40, draw vertical line DE, meets the ogive at E, E drawn horizontal line EF, meets y-axis F. Clearly I told you that F is 52. So the number of fail who didn't get pass marks is 52. So this is about what continuous data. Now I will give you in one more video, that is for not continuous data. How we will form a continuous data, I will give now only. See here. Yeah, see here. Why? Because I will explain only half of the part up to making continuous. Then the process is same for remaining also. They are given following. The table shows marks obtained by 120 students in an examination in the mathematics. 30 to 39 students, 30 to 39 marks for one student, 40 to 49 marks for 4 students. Like that these are the marks and these are the students. If you observe, there is no continuous. 39 40, no relation. 49 50, one is there. 59 60, one is there. So if you are like this, just okay, what is asking to find? Prepare a cumulative frequency table and draw an ogive. Find the lower quartile, upper quartile, interquartile range. See, first you have to make this into continuous data. To make continuous data, we need to find this adjustment factor. Very important. How you will find adjustment factor? Just simple. In second one, a lower interval, first one upper interval, you have to subtract 40 minus 39 by 2. Two numbers, two observations you are taking, two numbers you are taking. That's why 40 minus 39 by 2, that is 1 by 2 is nothing but 0.5. After getting adjustment factor, for previous one you should subtract. For lower one you have to subtract. For upper one you have to add. 30 minus 0.5, 29.5. 39 plus 0.5, 39.5. So like this you have to do for all this. Here 90 minus 0.5, 89.5. 99.5, 99.5. And same data I wrote here. 1, 4, 10, 18 like that. Now I am finding cumulative frequency. 1 plus 4, 5, 5 plus 10, 15, 15 plus 18, and 18 plus 45, 78 plus like that. If you add all this, you will get n is 120. And the same process you have to do. So after finding n, you have to find n by 2. And for lower quartile is Q1 formula n by 4. Upper quartile is Q3 formula 3n by 4. And interquartile range formula Q3 minus Q1. So see here, I taken the number of students, the marks on the x-axis. I taken the marks on the x-axis and the number of students on the y-axis. So we have same like previous one, 120 students, and here started from 29.5 na. That's why I'm taking the first one like 29.5. Before we have more 0 to 29.4. That's why I done like a like this curve. Okay, so here we are starting. So 29.5 to 39.5 we got what? 29.5 to 39.5 1. So 1. And 39.5 to 49.5 what you will get? 39.5 to 49.5 is what? 5. So 5 like that. So with this cumulative frequency you have to draw ogive. I told you in previous video. And after that I told you to find n by 2. N is 120 na. 120 by 2, n by 2 is equal to 120 by 2 is 60. You have to mark at 60. This is 60 for what? For median. Here we need what? Lower quartile. We need n by 4 and 3n by 4. So what you will get? N by 4, 120 by 4 is 30. And what you will get? 3n by 4. 3 into 30 is equal to 90. So at 30, at 90 you have to mark. See, at 30, at 90. So at 30 means for lower quartile. Draw horizontal line, draw vertical line. You will get here. This is nothing but C is nothing but what? Q1 lower quartile, Q3 upper quartile. So here what you will get? This is the simplification. N by 4 is 30. So at 30 you will get 67.5. You will get here 67.5 is nothing but 68. That is Q1. And after that you have to find 3n by 4 is nothing but 90. At 90 you have to drive a horizontal line and again vertical line. You will get what? 79.5, 80.5, 81.5. It will be 81.5 maybe approximately equal to 82. So it will be 82. So the Q3 value will be 82. Q3 value is 82 and Q1 value is 68. 2 questions completed, and the third question is asking what the interquartile range. It's Q3 minus Q1. Already we got Q3 is 82 and Q1 is 68. So 2 plus 2, I think you will get the answer will be 4. See 82 minus 68. 82 minus 68 will be 14, correct. That only answer. 82 minus 16 will be 14. So this is about interquartile range and q2, q3, q1, and about discontinuous data, that is not continuous data, how we will make into continuous data. So this is the solution. So I think you understood. If you have any doubt, if you have any doubt, you can send message in chat box. Thank you. So this is the graph, you can see once again with solution. Okay, right.